Alright, so I figured I'd film some of this cleanup just because you guys might enjoy watching it. Maybe you'll hate it, in which case, you know, feel free to go watch a different video. But, so when I originally made these racks, one, you might want a closer look at the rack. So, it's French cleat system, so that goes into the opposite facing cleat on the wall. These little screws, just drywall screws that I put in there, are put in so that way when I hook it on the shelf, it doesn't want to kind of cant over and go too far. This is just a old piece of reclaimed white oak flooring that I got out of my parents' barn that was falling down. And this is just 3/8, kind of thin-walled steel tubing, not rod, tubing. I never put any oil on them when I first made it, stupidly. So when they got wet, they rusted up pretty decent. You can see, in the previous video I was telling you, as the water was dripping down the wall, it was filling up and running down here and then into these tubes, and then raining out onto my axe heads. So, obviously not ideal, but it's all dried up now. We're in much better shape. But I need to clean this up before I can put the axe heads. Well, I don't need to. I want to clean this up before I put the axe heads back on it. So my thoughts are, I've got a brush from an old cleaning kit, right? Section old of aluminum cleaning rod. Tell myself I'm going to put that away later and forget. So I'm just going to go through and kind of clean these out. Then I'll go back over and do the outsides too. And my plan is just to give it a fresh coat of, I'm going to do a boiled linseed oil, turpentine mix, just to thin it out a little bit and just essentially paint the whole rack in it. Let it dry quick. And now I've just got some maroon steel wool that's covered in sawdust. I'm just going to go through and kind of knock the rust off, I'm not trying to get every little bit off, just the big stuff, so that way it doesn't want to transfer onto any of the heads. If there's some patina left on the, yeah, some patina left on the pegs, that's fine. Dogs upset the neighbors are living in their yard, so doing anything. I usually film at night, and it's the middle of the day right now, because I'm off this week. So. Alright, so I've got it mixed up in a pop can here. It's probably, the reason I use an aluminum can here is because I think if I mix it up in plastic, the turpentine might eat through it. So, it's roughly 2 parts boiled linseed oil, 1 part turpentine. I eyeballed that very roughly. Just kind of mixing it up. We'll paint it on and then wipe it off after a little bit. Alright, so I've got the racks oiled up. They're not fully dried, but I'm going to put them back on the wall before that. I don't foresee that being an issue. You can see this whole piece of white oak has some really cool green in it. It's a really pretty piece of wood. So I can get them back up on the wall and start putting axes back on there. Maybe I'll oil those too before I put them back up, but we'll see. So like I said before, these aren't fully dry, but that's alright. I wiped off the excess oil, and they'll just continue to dry as they're on the rack. I think I had this one on the top. Doesn't really matter. Go over here. There we go. This guy was over on the side here. I believe this one was here. Probably. I'll test it out with the head. Yeah. Yep, that'd have to work. Like I said, you can't see, but the whole bench is littered with everything that was on the wall. So it's going to take a little while to get it all back together, but it'll be worth it. Plumb Victory. Clean little Tommy axe. Clean plumb hatchet. Well, pole's clean. Bits had a bit of work. Super nice wood slasher. It's also stamped NYCRR, so Railroad Axe. Nice date, and I really like that axe. Double oval Craftsman. Round lug Plumb. Throw some boys' axes up here. Craftsman oval. True Temper. Kelly Tool Works. That thing's super clean too. Love the forged bubbles on this one. It's an old man. I'm gonna put this guy over here. So, story time on this axe quick. This is one that I found local. One of my favorite flea markets. And it was early into collecting. Real early into collecting, right? And I did what so many of, you've heard other guys say is, oh, throw it in a bucket of vinegar, throw it in a bucket of vinegar. I don't like doing that. The reason for that is a lot of this really fine pitting, I think, is from that vinegar. This head really wasn't all that rusty to start, and if I'd have taken a wire wheel to it, I think a lot of that wouldn't be there. But this sat in a bucket of vinegar by me, before I knew, for a long time. I think it was like a week or something like that, probably way too long. I was in college at the time, I got busy doing stuff, and, it's a really shame because this is a really nice, the shape of this is just perfect Michigan, right? Quintessential Michigan. And it's got that fine, like, micro pitting on it. Yeah. Ever since then, I did a handful of axes that way at the beginning, way at the start. I regret it, because that's a really cool piece, It's got the triangle stamped for Plumb. It's older. It's a square box. It's definitely an older one. It's stamped New York State on it, which is also kind of cool. So, it's... I've talked about it with, a bunch of you guys in comments before too, but, there's always regrets with collecting, You think you're doing something right, and... I mean, it's your axe. You can do what you want with it, but I'm disappointed I did that with that one, Live and learn. It's all part of the hobby and collecting. It's a valuable lesson for sure. And kind of formed the way I do things now in the approach. So it's unfortunate that I did that back then, but I didn't know any better. Now I do. At least I think I do. Alright, we'll hang some more up. This is one of my it's Craftsman double oval. Super clean. The pull on this one is just immaculate. One of my favorites. This one here is a really nice, another really nice little Craftsman. This one was a gift from Ryan, Lionhead Restorations. Nice little hatchet, little scout hatchet. Little Dunlap. Modified Tommy axe. It's going out to Chad. I haven't lost it. Haven't forgotten about you, buddy. This here, Gamble's Artisan. It's a cool stamp. I want to fix this one up at some point. Well, I want to fix them all up at some point. That's why they're here, but you get the idea. This one's a nice little hatchet. Kelly, World's Finest. Got the True Temper stamp on the back. I try to hang some shorter heads here, so that way I've got more clearance for pulling some hatchet or the hammers out here. So, little belt axe, old one, square eye. Pennsylvania style belt axe, I guess, little Jersey. Unstamped True Temper, I'm assuming because of the eye ridges, but a little Kentucky pattern, maybe Carolina, but I think it's Kentucky. That thing's really clean too. You guys probably remember this one. That wood slide, or Kelly Works flint edge, Connecticut pattern. That one I just cleaned up. That one's really nice. Here's another really clean one. Craftsman, double oval, boy's axe, Michigan pattern. Running out of room here. Plumb, star stamp. We got an American axe, double bit. All right, next we've got the super clean True Temper Flint Edge Kelly Works rafter. 4 stamp on the pole too. That one's not going anywhere. Mike, I know you've been saying you're looking after your True Temper. I'm not sure if you mean this one or the other one that's in the pile, but I don't think I'm gonna let go of this one. The other one, yeah, we can talk about, but that one's staying in the collection. Next here we got a Collins. Let me focus. Collins Legitimus Dayton. Called a Dayton. Kind of long, but still looks like a Dayton to me. Got a really clean 3-pound Plumb Dayton. If you guys know, 3-1, one stamped 3 pounds are definitely more rare than the 3.5. So that's a pretty cool one to have in the collection. That this Connie there is a 3-pound Plumb Connie too. This one here is another trade from Ryan. Still haven't figured out exactly who that maker is. If you know, if you guys know, let me know. It's a nice axe. It's well. I like the shape of it. I like the lines. Nice center line. It's a smaller one too, kind of like that 3-pound. I think it's a full-size eye. Maybe that might be a boy's axe size eye. Either way, it's smaller head, which is really cool. Really clean. This video is going to be long. I'm sorry, guys. Clean oval stamped Craftsman. The 5-pound Plumb rafter. And it's got the weld on it. Still got to clean this guy up. That'll be cool. Still very excited to have that one in the collection. It's always cool when you can find a rafter at all. This little guy. I picked this one up. This is one of the ones that I put in my flea market video. True Temper Flint Edge. I just really like the shape of it. It looks like it's never been like beat up. It's rusty. I never actually cleaned it up, but just oiled it. But yeah, I just really like this head for some reason. There's really nothing that special about it, but I just really like it. B&D special warranted. It's Bigley and Dows, or Dows. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but there's that one. Like I said, we're running out of room here. True Temper Flint Edge Kelly Works Cruiser 2.2. One of you guys messaged me about this cast steel Kentucky. I can't remember who it was. If you're still interested in it, let me know. It's available. Like I said, I can't remember who was asking about it, but I still got it. All right, next up, Flint Edge Kelly Works. Just a real clean 3.2 Dayton. Really clean. Where are we gonna put this? Some ones up here. bit of a reach. I'll put something shorter up there. We've got Pulaski. And then the really cool Pulaski that I got from another one from Ryan. World's Finest. Kelly Works. True Temper Forest Service one. That was real neat. And then I've got the Snow and Neely diamond die. That should fit up there too. Another World's Finest Connie Connecticut pattern. True Temper stamped on the back. Not that far is, but that's a cool one that I've also not yet cleaned up. Someday. So Mike, this is the rafter that I would be willing to let go. This one here is a True Temper. You can see from the ridges in the eye. Just got some mushrooming, but a little time with the angle grinder. Be straightened out. I think I need to move some of these around a little. The spacing I've got on these guys is more narrow. True Temper Flint Edge. I don't know if that's in focus or not. Red Warrior. And this one here, True Temper, handmade Kelly Works. It's a swamping pattern. I'll throw this guy here. Yeah, that works. Just a couple more. Alright, Rockaway. It's a keen cutter. Real worn, but it is a Rockaway. 4-pound Dayton Flint Edge Kelly Works. That's when I started fixing the pole on and never finished. It's a long one. The video and the axe. And last but not least, a Red Knight. So that's a Kelly or Collins. A little bit of toe jam, but still perfectly usable. Will that fit there? Nah, we're gonna have to find a hatchet to fit there. This area at the bottom. It's tricky finding places for all of these to live because axes vary so much in size that you can't really. It's kind of hard making something that fits everything universally. So we'll fill this little rack up first. There we go. We've got space for 2 more. Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. If you stuck with it this far, you're a trooper. Probably all like 2 of you. And for that, I guess I'll show you a little bonus. A little sneak peek at something that'll be in the next. It followed me home. I picked up another Hudson Bay Snow and Neely LL Bean. So, yeah. Neat little axe. Should clean up good. Alright. Appreciate you guys watching. I know it was a long one. Take care.